Robert Saleh has signed with the Tennessee Titans to be their next head coach, leaving one less option for the Arizona Cardinals. And to be honest, it seemed like he was our front runner. So now the Cardinals have to move on and have to pivot. Now there's still three, in my eyes, really good options who the Cardinals still need to be going after. And it is a huge blow. We had that second interview ready to go, but he decided he was going to stay in Tennessee. But the Cardinals got to figure out a way to move on and find our coach of the future. So here are the three options that I think we have to look to go ahead and be our next head coach. Starting off, Mike LaFleur, Rams offense coordinator. I mean, that offense is booming, but having an offensive mind in the system, I think, would be really great. We have a lot of weapons that we're coming from a Drew Petzing offense coordinator era where it was just dysfunction and malpractice everywhere. If we can go ahead and get someone that is actually equipped to handle this offense, the best tight end in the league, a developing wide receiver in Marvin Harrison, and a breakout star in Michael Wilson this year, then I think we're ready to go. And not to mention, we'll probably end up getting a running back in the draft or in free agency. This offense is only going to find a way to get better. And so can we find someone that can put the pieces together and get things rolling for this offense? I think Mike LaFleur would be a great addition to help us in that way. And he's been around a couple of teams. He hasn't stayed in one location. And I think if it's what experience we want, it's not head coaching experience, but he has experience being around the league. And ultimately, I think it's a great hire, but he's still not my number one option. Now, for my secondary option, I like Sean McDermott. He's made news in the headlines for being fired after 8 winning seasons with the Bills. I understand that he couldn't get over the playoff hump, but come on. 8 straight winning seasons, and we're gonna throw that out the window for a team that hasn't had success in a while. I'm okay with 8 winning seasons. I'm not sure about you guys, but I'd be okay with that, going to the playoffs 8 seasons in a row. That sounds pretty great to me. But Sean McDermott, I think the resume speaks for itself. It's just the playoff struggles, couldn't get over the hump. But honestly, if we gave him the keys to the castle and gave him a year or two to put this team together, I would be okay with that. His resume doesn't lie. Like I said, 8 winning seasons. Now, don't get me wrong. It helps when you have Josh Allen, arguably the best quarterback in the league. But let him come in and do his thing. I'd be okay with this hire. I'd absolutely fully support this hire, and this would give me a lot of hope into not to next season, but into the overall future of the Arizona Cardinals. I'd really like Sean McDermott to be the next Cardinals coach, but he's definitely not my one choice either. I love Sean McDermott, and I think he could bring winning football to the Cardinals. But my number one choice has to be Clint Kubiak, offense coordinator of the Seattle Seahawks. Listen, I understand Sean McDermott has all the head coaching experience and everything, but right now this Seattle offense, this whole Seattle team is booming. But the offense specifically, since he is their offense coordinator, it's really taken off. Last year, Seattle had a good team, just the offense wasn't quite there. They said, you know what, we're going to make a move. We're going to fire our offense coordinator and bring in Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak has completely evolved this offense into its final form. And Kubiak runs an offense that I believe would be successful here in Arizona, especially with the weapons that I've already listed. I think the Cardinals can find success here, and I think he could, once again, like Michael LaFleur, I think he could really bring out the best of this offense, in which, honestly, it's what's really needed. No matter what we do in this head coaching hiring, whether we go defensive mind, offensive mind, which with Saleh being gone, I'm leaning towards offensive mind. I don't think there's really a defensive mind that the Cardinals should be going after. But we have to be able to prioritize the offense, whether it is our head coach being a great offensive mind or we go out and get a great offensive coordinator. But we have to be able to put the pieces together because this offense has so much talent that we're just wasting right now. We can't waste Trey McBride's career. We can't be the team that didn't develop Marvin Harrison correctly. We can't be the team that let Michael Wilson sit as a receiver 2, receiver 3 for 3-4 years and let him go. We got to find a way to get these pieces together and get this team moving. And offensively, it's going to start there. We have to be able to get this offense going first. And so offensive mind, like Kubiak, who can bring success here to Arizona after finding it in Seattle and ultimately evolve this offense, I would want. He is my number one candidate right now, and the Seahawks are still going on their run, and that's the dangerous part about this. If we wait for Clint Kubiak, we are effectively showing our hand. Do the Cardinals want to wait and maybe get our guy? But if we wait all this time and all the other head coaches get hired, then the Cardinals will have to look around for scraps. It's a very dangerous game. But honestly, it might be worth it. Now, we'll see how this weekend plays out. Maybe they go to the Super Bowl, maybe they don't. They probably will. In my eyes, Clint Kubiak is worth the risk on missing out on all the head coaching candidates. He is what I believe to be a game changer and a offensive guru that can change this Cardinals offense and can change this Cardinals organization. I think he can be the one that can take us from zero to hero, to take us from worst to first. I really think Kubiak's our guy, and if we hire Vance Joseph, I'm going to punch a hole in my wall because that would be the worst thing I've ever seen. But I think Kubiak's our guy. But you guys let me know down below. Would you want to see Clint Kubiak be our next head coach? Or do you have someone else in mind? And if it is Vance Joseph, I will ban you. But let me know down below what you guys think. And be sure to hit that like and sub button. And with that being said, I will see you on the next one.